Good morning, I'm still Jeremy and I'm at Nara Station here in Nara, Japan, a big transport hub. Lots of important train lines meet here. One of the train lines is called the Sakurai line, also called the Man-yō Mahoroba line. And it's sort of this forgotten little local line that goes south, curves around to a place called Takada, and that's it. I'm going to go investigate that line today. Today I'm riding the Man-yō Mahoroba line south of Nara City. It's noted for its historical sites and legendary mountains dotted along it. It's far less touristy than the other train lines in Nara, but as I immediately found out,
approximately 25 minutes behind schedule.
Not always super reliable. Here's all the trains that go on all the lines from here. Mine is at the end. As you see, only one per hour. Track 1. Here's the route map of this whole part of central Japan. Here's mine, the U. It goes from Nara through all these stations. All the trains are local and ends up at Takada. 44 minutes if you stay on the train and ride the whole thing. But I think I'll try to get off and see some of the local areas. It has two names. I don't really understand this part. It's technically called the Sakurai line. That's the line, but in the context of actual passenger train service, it's called Man-yō Mahoroba line. And that's what everybody calls it, Man-yō Mahoroba. That's like an official nickname. Once I stopped standing around admiring the train info posters, I started to realize that there was a big problem. Uh-oh. Well, I haven't even left yet. I'm still here in Nara, and there's already been a major development. My train is running way behind, like half an hour behind. So it's supposed to be here in like 8 minutes from now. It actually is going to be here in over half an hour. So, I don't know, I guess I'll just have to sit around and wait. What can you do?
The local train departing at 11:24, bound for Takada, will be leaving from track 1. This train is now operating approximately 25 minutes behind schedule. Thank you for your patience. We apologize for any inconvenience.
All right, well, it's a few minutes later. I've got a little bit more information. My train is late because heavy rain is what the JR website says. Other trains in this area are delayed because of heavy rain. One of them is delayed because the train hit somebody. So it's kind of a chaotic day here on the JR lines around Nara. I mean, I didn't bring an umbrella or anything. I didn't plan on any rain. I looked at the forecast, said absolutely no rain. So we'll see what happens when I get down the line, if the train ever shows up. It did show up, half an hour late as promised, and we slightly disgruntled passengers all climbed aboard. Okay, first impressions of the Man-yō Mahoroba trains. Only 2 cars. Every other train I saw at Nara on other platforms had like 5 or 10 cars. It's only 2. It's not a bad little train. There's a bathroom inside. It's clean enough. A lot of people on it, but not packed. Everybody's got a seat, mostly, except for me. And just going to ride and get off at some cool station. Okay, after about almost half an hour on the train, I decided to get off here at Omiwa station because near here there is one of the oldest shrines, some say the oldest shrine in Japan. It's Omiwa Shrine. So I think it is within walking distance of the station, so we'll find it. First of all, when do I have to be back here? So the next train is due in about half an hour, but because the trains are, I don't know if they're still late, who knows? Possibly half an hour. Okay, here's the station. Go straight, turn right, go down there, turn right again, and there's the shrine. And trees cut into circles. It's a 10-minute walk to the shrine through narrow streets, both charming and touristy. Things felt back on track. I wasn't even worried about the rain anymore. I guess the heavy rain that was causing delays today was something about yesterday's heavy rain, because there cannot be any rain today. Omiwa Shrine is unusual in that there's no main hall to house the sacred objects of the deity in question. That's because the shrine is so old that its deity is the mountain itself. I guess that's what gives the place its quiet, earthy appeal. Omiwa is also dedicated to Japanese sake makers, so people bring offerings of sake alongside eggs, which the mountain deity, a snake, is said to enjoy. Well, this is quite a little place, Omiwa. A lot of people here. They didn't all arrive on the train because there weren't that many people that got off the train, so I guess a lot of people drive here. But I can't hang around too long because if the schedule is correct, and it might be correct now, my train's going to come in like 9 minutes from now, and I have kind of like a 1 kilometer walk back to the station, so I'm going to have to go very quickly to get back to the station to see if my train is on time. There's still about 5 minutes left. I hope I make it. Just wanted to say that if you are traveling to Nara and seeing the sights around Nara, if you want like a kind of an important local, really nice shrine hidden deep in the cool woods, I would suggest this, about half an hour from Nara normally. This is an entrance to the station, but it's only open during, I guess, festivals or something. This is going to be right to the second. The problem with being in a hurry in a place like this is trying to ignore the distractions, and I kept failing. Not a beer vending machine. I don't know what this is. Caramel, banana, choco, some kind of ice cream machine. All right, gotta go. Ooh, a laser disc. Okay, gotta go. It's a good cartoon drawing on a sign. A guy catching a gigantic fish. Interesting statue or figurine? Definitely yes. All right. 2 minutes, and I think I have to go to that far platform again. If the first train had been on time, it would have been here half an hour earlier, and I wouldn't have had to rush like this. Come on, JR. Heavy rains. We're on time, but this train that just arrived over here was one of the late ones coming up, so we had to wait for them to clear the tracks ahead of us. So now we're 4 minutes late, so I didn't have to run. Who knows what's happening until you actually get there. Okay, well, I didn't stay on the train very long. I just got off here a couple stations later. The train has turned around a sharp curve back to the west towards sort of the Osaka area. But I got off here at Kaguyama because it is the least used station on this train line. And one other person got off the train and a couple of people got on, but not that many. And as you see, it is very quiet. So let's go get out of the station area, and then I'm just going to walk around a little bit and look at this area, see if I can find out why it is the least used area. Maybe find some lunch. What a train station. A little metal shack in the corner of a parking lot. So about 54 minutes until my next train comes, and it'll be the last train. It goes right to the end, which is a couple stations away. And here is wonderful Kaguyama. This little building right here, it's called Chic and Lovely. I don't know what it is, except at the bottom it says salon. So I'm going to guess it's a beauty salon, and I'm going to assume they do hair there. So I'm going to call that a hair salon. It's probably a hair salon anyway, and it's just so awesome that it's close enough. Okay, so that's where I got off, Kaguyama Station. And next train will take me right down there, straight down this single track to the end at Takada. This place is quiet but nice, and neat. Every little back alley seems to have something interesting calling you down it. I think I did that backwards. First you pray and then you alert the gods to hear it. I don't know. Don't know about my quest for lunch. Ooh, here's a cafe. Santie. Cake and cafe, it says. Only cake? Open 8 o'clock. Is there any actual food or just cake? Coffee. Delicious sweets. Morning service. I might go in here and see if they have anything to eat, but I think it's just cake and sweets and stuff. So I don't think this is going to be lunch, but let's see what happens. Koi choco to hot coffee. はい。ありがとうございます。Wow. Very thick. This will require more insulin than I expected. All right, well, that was cool. That was not lunch. That was a little piece of cake, or like fudge. It was real thick. It's about 10 minutes until my train comes, so I don't have much time to be wandering around. Anyway, I didn't really have time to eat lunch here anyway, really, so it was kind of a perfect thing. I guess when you wander, sometimes your eating schedule wanders as well. But kind of like if you're like really tired and you take like a 10-minute little sort of half sleep, then you kind of feel better. That's kind of what that was food-wise. Really nice location here in Kaguyama, around all these mountains. Cool. Some local vegetables on the honor system. 100 yen each for cucumbers and okra, potatoes, onions, eggplants. All right, one last thing before I go into the station. There's a bunch of bicycles here. Let's see if we can identify any of them as abandoned. Probably not. Looks like they're all pretty new, and these are probably the people that live around here that used the station this morning to get to work, wherever that is, Osaka or Nara or somewhere. And nah. You're not abandoned. That's too bad. Okay, well, there's a little screen inside the station that shows the train statuses. Does not say anymore that this train line is delayed. So, got a few minutes here on the nice, hot, sunny platform here in late June.
We will now depart. Please take care.
All right, well, we've arrived here at Takada, the end of the line, end of my train line. The line continues, my train doesn't. So I'm going to go figure out how to get home, and I enjoyed looking at the Man-yō Mahoroba line, aka the Sakurai line. Before we go, let's review the checklist today. Abandoned bicycle, interesting statue or figurine, motor scooter, obachan with cart, notable bird, cartoon drawing on sign, graffiti, hair salon, tree cut into circles, car elevator, beer vending machine, no. Banana yogurt vending machine, apparently yes. Anyway, thanks for riding along with me and looking at this bizarre little train line. If you ever get the chance, come see it yourself, and I'll see you next time. See more of my travels, including ad-free videos, extended cuts, exclusive travelogues, video diaries, a weekly newsletter, included merch, and other stuff, as a paid or free supporter at patreon.com/T1DWanderer. Thanks to everyone supporting my channel. Special thanks this week to Calvin Ferreira, Darcy Otranto, David Richley, Lever Wong, Matt Kane, Michael Fedor, Ray Nichols, Russell Davis, Samantha, and Will Phillips. And thanks for wandering the Man-yō Mahoroba line with me. Everywhere is worth exploring.